Welcome back to the Kick and Post YouTube channel. I am your host, Jamal Thompson. This is Sailus K. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm so glad you updated that. I'm good, man. Thank you. Oh
Don't
yeah.
tempt me. No,
No,
I'll
stop.
get back to saying the government. Um, Saturday wasn't necessarily a bust, but a bust for how we saw it shaping out. But there's always a new day. Sunday is here, and we will be giving you previews and outlooks on the Pats Texans game up in Foxborough and the Rams Bears game out there in Chicago. What is one thing that you see being the path to victory for each team in the Pats versus Texans game?
I think the turnover battle.
Okay.
We know what CJ Stroud is up against.
Mhm.
It's really CJ Stroud versus himself. You need to just be a game manager. Don't overextend yourself, especially without your boy Nico there. Just play smart football, take what you can, and rely on your defense. Now for the Patriots, it's two words. Drake May. He has to step into that role, into that conversation
He has to
against
be
a
the two words
very
guy.
elite defense. He has to be the guy. He has to, because we know how those boys fly around in Houston. Like, they get down
They get down.
and they're everywhere. But he can be that X factor against them. And that's what it's going to take. So we'll see what happens. But those are my two paths to victory for both teams. Pretty straightforward. What says you, Mr. ADT?
Mr. ADT. Okay, we going handles. For me, man, I feel like as a Patriots fan, what I need to see out of my team is our pass catchers kind of come to play. The secondary out there in Houston is very difficult to pass against in general, but we had Stephon Diggs as kind of an elder statesman for this pass catching group. We need a flashback. We need Stephon Diggs mad that Houston didn't want him back, right? We need a little bit of that dog in this game, a little bit of that alpha. Tough for that alpha to be going against Stingley, but we need a little bit of that alpha out of Stephon Diggs this week. We have two good running backs. Utilize them both, right? Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson out of the backfield. Me personally, I would give Travion Henderson more touches because Ramondre Stevenson, though he's shaking it a little bit, has a fumbling issue. And I could see it rearing its ugly head against a very, very tough
Oh,
defensive line.
they're headhunting. For
Right.
sure.
So
For
I
sure.
would be a little bit worried about giving him touches like that, but catching the ball out of the backfield, that's one of the things we loved about Ramondre Stevenson coming out in the draft. A little bit of a bigger body guy, but a great pass catcher coming out of the backfield. Utilize that because, I mean, Houston's not really weak anywhere, but if you're going to tier their defensive strengths, you're going D line, well, probably secondary, then D line, then linebackers. And I think it's 1A, 1B for D line and secondary. And then linebackers are kind of like that second tier for them. So target them right there. Utilize your utilize your Hunter Henrys, your Ramondre Stevensons, and see if you could keep drives moving. And of course, we said it on the previous vid. We need Drake May to run the ball. He can't stay back there. He got to get active with his
He
legs.
won't be able to.
Yeah, he got to get active
It's
with
not
his
an
legs.
option.
So if it's not going to be getting out quick to Ramondre Stevenson, he's got to get active with his legs. Unless we could see a renaissance of what Diggs used to be pre ACL tear. You know, I saw him go all out against the Bills this year with a little bit of that gusto, a little bit of that I'm a dog. Well, it's time to do that against the Texans. So that's what they'll need. On the Houston side, Nico's not there to be a safety blanket for CJ Stroud. The Patriots' run defense was great when Milton Williams was there. He is back, but they didn't really get tested last week. They had the worst line in the league. Kimani Vidal was the running back there, and I love Vidal, but it's not comparable to the running backs that Houston touts, which Woody Marks has looked good this year, and even Nick Chubb had a little bit of a moment against the Steelers last week as well. They need to run the ball. They need to try to control the line of scrimmage. Utilize Christian Kirk underneath. Utilize Jalen Noel, who's a great run after catch type of guy. You have two big body receivers, Jaden Higgins and Xavier Hutchinson. They're not necessarily the most polished route runners, but they're athletes. Maybe you could target them, over the top a little bit, create a little bit of play action flow. Jaden Higgins, I think 2 weeks ago, had an 80-yard touchdown on one of those play actions. He could get up the field and then hurry, and he has good enough hands to catch a deep ball. So, try to control the line of scrimmage, play off of that play action, easy completions. Don't have CJ Stroud back there trying to process the defense and get the ball out to his third read. Not this week. Not
Not
this
any
week.
week.
Not any week, unfortunately, but
Mm.
not this week, especially when no Nico Collins is there, right? So lean on what your strength is, which is going to be your defense, and try to get easy, consistent flows. Unfortunately for the Pats fans, I do think this Texans defense is insane. I've been hearing them called overrated. I think they're just getting to the point where they're getting properly rated now. They played in the AFC South, so people didn't realize like what they really are, and they're showing people. And granted, Aaron Rodgers at 44, whatever, however old he was, 41, 43, isn't really the person to base mobility and able to get away from the pass rush on. But if you watch that game and see how that line was operating as a unit, I don't think anybody back there would have had any luck that night. And I think, again, unless Drake May is able to turn into Superman and utilize those legs, probably get about 60 yards rushing like he did last week, I think the Texans go into Foxborough and take care of business because CJ will be hyper aware of those turnovers and play a safe game.
That's it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah,
That's my full breakdown, brother. That's how I feel about him,
that's
man.
a game.
If you want me to give you props I like, because I like the proppies, Kiyimi Fairbairn 1.5 field goals,
I was
minus
gonna say that
185.
both kickers over 1.5.
Throw it in there. Throw it in
Both
there. Throw it in there. I like Christian Kirk 3.5 receptions. Throw it in there.
3.
Jalen Noel 9.5 yards. A little bit skeptical on it.
Who's that?
I'm not mad at it though. That's gonna be like the third, maybe fourth receiving option for the Texans.
Ah.
I could see him again. It's a short yardage thing though. Get the ball to him, run a little out route. I don't hate it, but that's one of the lines I like. Minus 9.5. I mean, 9.5 receiving yards. On the Pat side, give me Ramondre Stevenson receptions. I have not looked at how much it is, but if it is 2.5, hammer it.
Checking right now.
Hunter Henry, I like his receptions as well. That's kind of been Drake May's safety blanket. Last time I checked, it was 3.5. It might have jumped, but I doubt it. But I like it enough to take it. And then Drake May's rushing, I think, is at 37.5. A bit high, but I'm still not mad at it. I'd be willing to take that Drake May rushing line. That's kind of what I got for that game, man. Unless you got anything to add, is there anything that you're in love with?
My only lock to the kickers. 2 good defenses. CJ Stroud can't really move like that. The defense will get him in field goal range. Kicker's gonna get it done both sides. Lock it.
Lock it in. Sometimes it's that easy. Two in a game where I'm not taking either kicker, the night game, Rams
Oh,
Bears.
under. Just take the under.
Just take the under. They're in the tundra, 15-degree projected, lots of wind, right? If it's one thing that I think is going to control this game, will we have Matt Stafford cutting through the wind with that strong arm? Because I do believe the better run offense is the Bears, and they'll be able to control the trenches potentially. Funny enough, both these quarterbacks have really strong arms, but again, it's 15-degree weather. It's tough to bank on them being the guys to really carry the load offensively. And I want nothing to do with the kickers, like I said before, because really freezing cold with the wind, don't give me any of those props. How do you see this game shaking out, man? What's the X factor on both sides for either team to move on to play the Seattle Seahawks team that you've been raving about lately?
With the weather in play now, the Bears do have the edge with the run game. But to be honest, the Rams also kind of have a run game. Like Blake Corum has looked good. Kyron Williams is Kyron Williams. So like you said, it will come down to 9. Is he going to be able to move the ball with these conditions? My answer is yes, because the man with the play sheet, like he always finds a way. Like he knows what to call, when to call, how to call it. Any other team I'd be a little bit more worried about. With Sean McVay, he just always finds a way. So why would I stop believing in that? It will be a dogfight. It will be a very entertaining game. Be a very visually appealing game. I love a good snow game, but this is where I think Vintage Nine comes out. It might not be a lot of big splashy plays, but a lot of methodical throws, a lot of Swiss Army knife, a lot of tight end receptions, if you hear what I'm saying. Like,
Mhm.
keep it short, keep it sweet, punch it in. So,
I was about to get on here and tell you to take Puka's receptions, which I'm still not mad at. The line is pretty high, but the Sean McVay uh, play sheet contains a lot of bubble screens, and a lot of screens in general, where he just likes to get Puka behind two blockers and have him go. You're gonna see at least 3 of those completions for sure for Puka, maybe in
yeah,
the first half. So that seven and a
in
half
the
line,
first
though,
quarter, brother.
yeah, that seven and a
Like,
half line, though it seems daunting, I am not mad at.
see, that's why I
Same with,
appreciate him, man. He don't
yeah,
use decoys. He uses his players. He's gonna
he
put
does,
him
yeah.
in a position to be good. He's not gonna
Mhm,
keep him on the outside. Like, he's gonna move him in,
mhm.
put him in the slot, put him in the backfield, like get him closer to get him the ball to let him do what he got
To
to
let
do.
him do his thing. DeAndre Swift 1.5 receptions. I love that as well.
That's crazy.
Out of the backfield, I know that's nuts. Um, and even the Luther Burden and DJ Moore lines seem a little bit too low for me. I get that it's a very high wind game, but we watched DJ Moore go off for 6 receptions. I think a little bit more than that last game. His line is set at 2.5 again. I'm okay because DJ Moore is also one of those type of players where you get him involved behind the line of scrimmage. Luther Burden could be that guy as well. 2.5 reception line. What I would stay away from is that Rome Odunze 2.5 reception line, just based on how they utilize him. But a lot of these passing stats are going to be extremely low due to the weather, and I think you could kind of play with it a little bit. I think you can maximize your profit because they're underselling it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DJ Moore 28.5 receiving. That's really low for how they were utilizing him last game. If you're a Loveland fan, it's at 57.5. He's not going to be catching a 40-yard bomb anyway. You're expecting maybe a 7 to 8 yard completion and then some yards after catch, right? I know it's crazy because of the weather, but that just seems kind of low to me personally. Especially when we just talked about Caleb Williams and the arm talent that he possesses, and he's played in Pittsburgh not Pittsburgh, in Chicago the whole year. Maybe we're selling it a little bit short, to be honest. So that's
Okay.
me. Um, I would like to close this one out, this
Whoa,
preview
whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I
Wait,
got some
wait, you got
props
more?
now
You
too.
got
Yeah,
more?
yeah,
You
yeah.
got more? Okay, come on, go
Don't
ahead.
overthink it. See, here's how we cash out,
Okay, let
guys.
me
Get
hear it. Let
out
me
your
hear it.
notebooks.
Okay, I got it. Ready. Let
You're
me
gonna do
click.
two things.
Okay.
You're gonna follow the last one. You're gonna take both kickers, Houston
Okay.
and Patriots, over 1.5 field goals free.
Okay.
Now
One and a half field goals for
here's
both.
where we get the
Okay.
money. You ready?
All right.
DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdowns.
Oh, okay. 2 TDs for D Swift. Okay.
Simple, right? Simple. Don't overthink it.
Okay.
Don't overthink it. Ben Johnson knows his guy.
Okay.
His guy knows Ben Johnson.
Okay.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Here's where we might need to get on our knees tonight and just say a
Okay.
quick one to the man up above.
All right. All right.
It's gonna shock a lot of you guys too.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me hear it.
Blake Corum, 2 touchdowns.
Wait, like for 2 of them?
He's gonna punch it in
Like
twice.
for
He's
like
their
both
goal
of them?
line back. It's snowy, it's windy, it's Corum City.
Like for
He's
both of
from
them?
Michigan. He knows what it takes in this type of weather.
So
You give
2
it to your
TDs?
big backs in this type of weather. No one wants to tackle those pound for pound guys when it's cold outside. He's
They're
gonna
the
get
same
a
size.
very high. Who?
Him and Kyron Williams are the same size.
Blake Corum is big now. Hold up.
No,
Well,
they're the same
nah.
size. They look the same.
In
Okay.
terms of running the ball,
All right.
one runs big, the other runs elusive.
So can I ask a question?
Go on.
Why would we throw in? Okay, I mean, I guess it's just for boosters, but like 1.5 field goals or minus 185 and like minus 150. Why would we
That's
take
free.
those and then go plus like 450 plus 450?
Whoa,
That just
whoa,
seems a
whoa.
bit
DeAndre
crazy.
Swift is plus 650, so get it right.
Okay, I'm
And
sorry.
Corum is probably higher than that because, once
Oh
again, we're going
gosh.
to have to say a quick one to the man up above. But
Blake
based off
Corum
of
is
the
plus
situation,
1300.
don't look at the numbers, look at the situation. Just look at the situation.
He's plus
Quorum's gonna eat tomorrow,
1,300.
bro. Quorum's gonna eat tomorrow, I promise you. It's gonna
So, okay. So the delay on Chris's side to emphasize, right? Both kickers, both running backs. Well, Blake Corum and DeAndre Swift. Um, God, $3.28 wins you a rack.
such an odd number, but yeah, sounds about right. It's
I'm
a free play. It's a free play. You lose $3. Okay, it's a Red Bull. You're good. All I'm saying.
okay. Well, mine that I'm gonna give you, which it's not, I'm not claiming free, but give me DeAndre Swift. Uh, if I'm being honest, I like the 1.5 receiving receptions, but I like the 72.5 rushing and receiving yards combo too.
Oh, combo, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'm probably gonna go DeAndre Swift 72.5 rushing and receiving. I'm gonna go with the Fairbairn 1.5 field goals. I'm gonna go with uh the Ramondre Stevenson receptions,
Yeah.
which I did not research. So un momento. 2.5. I like. I like. Um, there's a lot I like, but let's start off with those three. You throw a little 20 piece on that. That should get you a little plus 650 or something like that. And we ride into the sunset with a little bit of a win. To end the divisional round. A little bit of bread. I mean, you know, Chris's gets you a lot more bread. So I'm
Coming for
just trying to get
next
you.
tomorrow.
Yeah, he's trying to take you to the bank. But me, I'm just trying to get you a little something, something. You know,
I'm not
something.
trying. I'm just trying to take you on a vacation, baby girl.
Yeah,
What you
he's trying
mean?
to
Let's
take
get
you.
paid.
He's trying to take you far away. Yeah, plus 403 for mine. A little profit boost. You know, maybe I should I go a second leg in that second game? So I could have two legs in both games for it to
No.
be even. I
See,
shouldn't.
you're getting greedy. There it is. Don't do it.
No, you have four legs. I should have four legs too. No,
You're getting greedy, brother. I'm just saying,
that's
if you
not
didn't see it
greedy.
before, you're searching for another leg. I
No,
didn't search for
I
mine. It
gave you
came to me.
like three or four picks.
You know what?
That's the difference. I gave you three or four
Hey,
that I
I tried to
liked.
warn them, guys. Tried to warn them.
You don't have to warn me. We're going to DJ Moore 2.5 receptions.
Yuck. Oh my gosh.
There we go. Plus 881 on the odds. If I get real creative and I put them in, I'll edit them into the video right here. But if not, just listen. You know, we might even have a shortened version for y'all to take in on TikTok and make it real easy for you to go ahead and put those plays in, man. Um, I think tomorrow's games are going to be a lot more interesting than today's games. Not being biased. Um, and I think there's a lot to talk about once these games conclude, and we'll be back to talk about it pretty soon after.
It's facts.
We're here for y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for tuning into these videos, these shorts that we've been posting lately. Thank y'all for the engagement. Please keep commenting, keep sharing, subscribe, get other of your friends to subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Chris, any closing thoughts?
See y'all boys at the bank tomorrow.
He got you. He's gonna cash all out of the bank, man. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.